Love is patient.
How I do.
Love is kind.
Let go of a prayer for you.
Love also forgets wrong.
I'm the one that's trying to hold this family together.
You pushed him!
How y'all doing today?
Chilling, man.
I'm the last one, so I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, man.
So last night, I gotta tell y'all, this movie, I stayed away from media, you know, from reviews, from everything. I know you don't have social media, but I stayed away from it. And then last night, a lot of things hit me. I only got 5 minutes, but I got 5,000 questions. So for everyone, the first day, like, what was it like reading the script and vibing with each other? Like, what was that whole process like? Like, take me into it.
Who can start? I mean, well, you kind of helped, like, bring the script to its current incarnation by the time Taylor and I got to it, yeah, man?
Yeah, you go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, but we worked.
So polite.
We worked together on our last movie, and we love each other and wanted to make something together again. So it was a bit unconventional in how it happened with Kel. Yeah, even when I was writing, it was a ton of questions and talking, and then he got the first draft like 8 months before we shot, and we kept sort of collaborating and finding the nuance and specificity on that and a commonality between our experiences, I guess. And yeah, so it's kind of messy. I don't know how it feels, you know, it was a long process for us.
It was a long process, but I was just so impressed and grateful that, you know, I got to be able to work with someone that I love that also saw me and made a movie that looked like the family that I lived in. Right. And I had never seen that before. We keep talking about this like middle-class black family that's going through problems that mirror a lot of what's going on today, where it includes social media and relationships and just, you know, race and just, you know, forgiveness and tragedy. And it's just, it speaks in so many levels of what my experience has been in so many different ways. So.
Yeah, I would say artistically reading it, because you don't read it on paper, you read it on the computer, and Trey has music cues laid into the script, so you can press a button, listen to the music as you read the scene, and you get this real sense of claustrophobia during the first half of the film, and then it sort of relaxes a little bit and you get a chance to exhale. So just from an artistic standpoint, like big bright letters would come across, like words like love would be in like red and yellow and green and orange and stuff. And so like the visceral experience you have watching it, we sort of experienced that just on the page by itself, which was really, really cool.
And y'all have, well, Sterling, you and Kelvin have an explosive scene, no spoilers. But I'm not an actor, you know, but what is the whole process when you're doing something so searing like that? What is the process between you and the director? Is it just y'all have a conversation, like between y'all that no one else knows about, or is it just a shared family situation?
You know, I don't know if we talked too much before takes,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Trey really just gave us the space to play, and if he pointed us like in another direction, then we try something slightly different or what have you. But he let the take play out, because I think he knew by staying back, it gave us the permission to step forward. And we just sort of filled that space. And this young man would come in, you know, he goes 0 to 100 real quick.
Oh,
real quick.
I see.
Real quick. So you're reacting when your partner's being generous. And what I mean by generous is like, oftentimes young actors feel the need to be responsible and polite. And what I loved about these two kids is that it wasn't about doing the right thing. It was about making sure that they took the space to give the best performance that they could, and you just meet them where they are. Yeah.
So I always want to ask actors this: do y'all actually care about awards? Like Sterling, for you, you've won a few. Do y'all really think about these things? Because this movie, to me, I feel like it's gonna be in the mix.
Sure. I think that it's an award-worthy ensemble with a beautiful film that will stir a lot of people's emotions. I can say firsthand that it can change the trajectory of your career It can give you access to opportunities that you may not have had before. So the accolade is a wonderful thing, but what can happen to your career afterwards is truly tremendous. So you can't help but not think about them, but they're not the goal. The goal is to tell the story, right?
Thank y'all so much for
You got it, brother.
Appreciate it.